Today's business is what you want and need to know about the business world. It's corporate strategies, who's banking on today, who's building for the future. It's consumer information, sorting out interest rates and timely tax tips. It's economic outlook, from balancing the federal budget to weighing the issues of Wall Street. When it comes to making money, the buck starts here with Today's Business.
Today's Business, weekday mornings at 6 on WEEK. The Facts of Life, weekdays at 4 on WEEK.
I'm tired, I'm sleepy. Most of the time, I'm just no energy. I can't remember things.
When I disliked sitting at home in the chair, and I was getting to the point that I couldn't even completely read the newspaper until I would just doze off.
Tossing and turning, doctors at Downstate's largest sleep disorder center say you shouldn't take constant drowsiness or chronic insomnia lying down. Find out how on State of Unrest, starting Wednesday on Live at 5.
Confessions of a Love Connection couple.
I needed to go on Love Connection like I needed a hole in my head.
I guess I was just one of the pack.
She called me a playboy.
You had it pretty easy with the women.
Well, since we've been on the show, I've asked Lorraine to marry me.
Come home to Love Connection, weekday mornings at 11:30 on WEEK.
Hi, I'm Oprah Winfrey. Just by joining us today on WEEK, you could be a winner, you know. From now until 5, we are going to select names at random from Central Illinois directories, put them on the screen. And if you see yours and call this number by 5 o'clock, you can win an Oprah satin jacket, plus you qualify for a deluxe 3-day weekend for 2 to see the show and meet me personally. For complete rules, stop by WEEK Studios. Stay tuned.
Miami Vice at a special time tonight at 10:30.
Good evening, everyone. Coming up tonight on News 25 Nightside in just about a half an hour, the state offers a ray of hope for the struggling Canton Industrial Corporation. We'll have details. A 3-alarm blaze in Peoria last night destroys one house and damages 2 others. We'll have team coverage. A local church celebrates a birthday and expansion. And in sports, the Bears roll into Minnesota. Join us for News 25 Nightside at about 10:40.
In Central Illinois, News 25 Winter Watch keeps you covered with the latest weather news and closings at 7:25 and 8:25 weekday mornings. But snow also keeps your sidewalks covered. And that's where WEEK's White Christmas Contest can help. We'll give Toro snowblowers to 10 folks who can tell us to the nearest tenth of an inch how much snow will fall by 4 p.m. December the 18th. We'll announce the winners on Nightside that night. We'll give you a week to get it under the tree. Good luck.
Down payment on...
Complicated issues are not black and white, so why pay 50 cents when all you can answer is yes and no? I'm Mike Dimmick.
And I'm Shelley Dankoff. Every day on Live at 5, you can talk back on Central Illinois' only phone-in forum for your views and opinions.
And there's no charge to talk back.
Weekdays only on Live at 5.
You're in for a treat on the next win, lose, or draw. Join Growing Pains Alan Thick.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Knots Landing's Michelle Lee, who draws herself into a corner.
Do you mind asking Miss Michelle what that is?
Host Bert Convey, Lonnie Anderson, and Bert Reynolds.
I think you can see what this is going to be like this week. Stick around if you will.
On Win, Lose, or Draw.
Monday at 4 on WEEK.
You can feel it. Feel the spirit.
The spirit of Icecapades. It's magic, excitement, explosive entertainment.
Icecapades.
Share the feeling and the fun of this all-new Icecapades.
The spirit's catching on. The spirit of the Icecapades.
Don't miss the Icecapades at the Peoria Civic Center. Opening night March 3rd is WEEK night. Bring the whole family. All tickets are half price. Call 673-3200.
Blair's sister's becoming a sister.
Gonna be a nun? How? When? Why? What kind of nun are you gonna be? Singing? Flying?
Isn't it funny how certain words always get that same reaction? Words like nun and pregnant and...
Please. You can't use those 2 words together.
On the Facts of Life.
Weekdays at 4 on WEEK.
I think it's also important that
You don't go in on December the 24th and pick a pet for your child to present them with the next day. I think some serious thought should be going into it.
As the holiday season begins, many parents consider pets as gifts for their children. This is Christine Zach. Join me for Kids Nowadays as we learn about the benefits and also talk about the things both parents and kids should know before adding a new member to the family. Monday on News 25 at 6 and Nightside.
How to put the fire back into your marriage. Next, Donahue.
Take a journey through time on ice. Hi, I'm Gary Moore.
And I'm Kathy Wyman. Join us for Owen Center's annual Iceland Fantasy, Shades of the Past.
Skaters of all ages will relive history from the days of King Arthur to the Roaring 20s and Happy Days.
Performances are on Friday, February 17th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, February 18th at 1:30 and 7 p.m. Admission is only $3 for adults and free for children and senior citizens.
We'll be making the journey. Won't you join us?
You wanted more, and now you got it.
Don't throw your life away?
Now, Win, Lose, or Draw packs more puzzles and more fun into every show.
Every word you get is a clue to the puzzle.
Just ask Martin Sheen, Ned Beatty, Sally Struthers, and Emma Sam.
Unbelievable.
More marksmanship, more merriment, and more fun.
I know. They get me to do the weirdest things.
It doesn't get any better than this on the next Win, Lose, or Draw.
Tuesday at 6:30 on WEEK.
It's a Broadway musical, a Hollywood extravaganza. It's Icecapades. Icecapades, glamour, romance. Alive with new excitement and spectacle. Unmatched in all the world. For the kids and the kid in you, it's Icecapades. Glamour.
It's WEEK TV night, Wednesday, February 22nd. All tickets half price, showtime 7:30. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations and at the Peoria Civic Center box office.
Wake up to Central Illinois' first and only early morning news program. It's the local news, weather, and traffic information you need to know. Join Gary Moore and Kathy Wyman for News 25 Today, weekday mornings at 6:30.
If you're fascinated by it, it's on. Donahue.
You shower your wife with gifts? You give her a present for no reason at all?
Of course. She takes good care of me.
What is this about plastic sheets?
You're really strapped. No money, nothing.
About the everyday things. He comes home from work, the kid's at Grandma's, and I'm in the bathtub with some candles lit and a bottle of wine waiting for him. Just think.
How to put the fire back into your marriage. Next, Donahue. Donahue, Tuesday at 4 on WEEK.
Do you have a plan for staying healthy throughout your life? The quality of your life begins with a plan, and that's why News 25 is dedicating the next 5 weeks to life planning. This is Anna Werner. During week number 1 of life planning, I'll take a look at what you can do to stay on the right track to good health. Pick up one of our brochures and see if you can pass our physical. Life planning this week at 5, 6, and 10.
The health test brochure is available at St. Francis Medical and outpatient centers. Win, Lose, or Draw, weeknights at 6:30 on WEEK.
Play the Chief Strikeout Contest. Watch Nightside for details. Golf with the Pros, Wednesday at 10 and Thursday mornings at 6:30.
The Cheers Happy Hour, Sunday night at 10:30.
Bush in Poland, that story tonight.
Pool safety, tonight on Kids Nowadays.
Visit the NBC store at the Heart of Illinois Fair.
Good evening. In the headlines, a lot of you are trying to beat the heat today as the temperature hit nearly 100 degrees. Area shelters are full. Water restrictions, familiar to some of you in smaller communities. Today, some Peorians got a taste of what a dry summer can turn out to be.
And the president in Poland is breaking ground on that trip to Europe. We'll have those stories and much more coming up tonight at 10 o'clock on News 25 Nightside.
Good evening. Coming up in about a half an hour on News 25 Nightside, President Bush arrives in Poland today. Wildfires continue to plague western states. And closer to home, Chillicothe firefighters battle a house fire last night. And we'll tell you why some Boy Scouts are burning the flag, but not in protest. Watch for these stories and more in about a half an hour on News 25 Nightside. We'll see you then.
Join Shelley Dankoff and Mike Dimmick for Live at 5, live from the Heart of Illinois Fair, Monday, July 17th through Friday, July 21st. Plus, pick up your favorite NBC T-shirts, baseball caps, mugs, magnets, pens, and more exclusively at the NBC store, located in the WEEK building at the Heart of Illinois Fair.
Good evening. Next on Live at 5, almost 300 are dead after the Bay Area earthquake.
Emergency help and money is on the way, and we'll show you how the area is coping.
Plus, we'll deal with the question.
Flatten tummies, trim hips, lose bulges for summer. Next, Donahue.
If you're talking about it,
It was fascinating, really.
it's on. Donahue.
Don't look now, but summer's just around the corner. Is your body ready for shorts and the swimsuit? Join us as we show you the quickest way to flatten your tummy, trim your hips, and lose those bulges. If all else fails, get tips on how to minimize those problem areas. Shaping up for the summer on the next Donahue. Donahue Tuesday at 4 on WEEK.
Play the TV news game open to all 8th graders. Details at your school.
Good evening. Live at 5 is coming up in about 10 minutes. Rescue workers are still discovering damage in the San Francisco Bay Area after that deadly earthquake last night. The worst tragedy is on an Oakland freeway, where as many as 250 people were killed, and they do not expect to find any survivors. We'll give you a complete recap on the day after in the Bay Area. Plus, Mark Strauss will tell us what will happen to World Series Game 3 and the rest of the day's news. It's all coming up on Live at 5 right after Donahue.
Inside Video this week takes you into the world of home video for a preview of the hot new releases.
The stars who make them.
Videos for kids and teens.
And much more. I'm Paula McClure.
And I'm Eric Burns. Join us for Inside Video this week.
A fast-forward look before you push play.
Saturdays at 6:30 on WEEK.
Hi, I'm Chuck Wolf of Century 21 Halstead & Wolf Realty in Pekin. Join me Sunday morning at 11 for Real Estate Today right here on WEEK.
On the next News 25 today, we hope you'll wake up and join us at 6:30.
That's right. Don't punch the snooze. Watch the news with Gary and Kathy on News 25 Today.
I'm Christine Zach, News 25. If you're a Central Illinois 8th grader, play the TV news game. Ask for details at your school.
Sponsored by Monocle's Pizza and WEEK TV, Central Illinois' news channel.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom McIntyre, and in the headlines, the Defense Department sent representatives to Canton, Illinois today to see if the Canton Industrial Corporation is ready to handle some lucrative government contracts. Tonight on Life Planning, find out how your family's health history may affect your health history. And record high temperatures hit the area today. Join Christine Zach and me for those stories and much more coming up tonight at 6 o'clock on News 25.
Evening. Live at 5 is coming up in about 15 minutes. The hot story today is the story outside. Record highs for January 31st in Peoria, Chicago, many other towns, many areas of the Midwest, as a matter of fact. But it won't last for long, and Hooley will tell us why at 5. Also, we continue life planning with some questions about your family's medical history, starting with, do you know your family's medical history? We'll also check the day's news. Tim Perkins with the sports. It's all coming up on Live at 5 after Donahue.
You've scrimped and saved for years. Now it's time to make the big move to a new home. But how do you know if you're making the right decisions? I'm Tom McIntyre. Join me for some expert advice on building, buying, or financing your dream house. Whether you want a condo, a starter home, or a $500,000 mansion, we'll help you shop around for a mortgage and show you how the current seller's market affects you, the buyer. Watch Dream House, Build or Buy this week only on News 25 at 6.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 is coming up in about 15 minutes. That racial flyer incident on the Bradley University campus is now getting the attention of groups all over the country. At 5, we'll have a live report on a meeting near the Bradley campus tonight on this issue. Plus, Jim Baker meets Mikhail Gorbachev and gets a surprise. In sports, the owners say don't get your hopes up about the beginning of spring training getting started on time. Well, those stories and more coming up on Live at 5, right after Donahue.
Ella Heitzman of Peoria, here's your chance to qualify for the Couch Potato Sweepstakes. Just call 698-2525 Monday between 8 a.m. and noon to verify that you saw your name. If this isn't your name, keep watching your favorite WEEK programs for your chance to win.
Good evening. Next on Live at 5, the debate over a racial flyer at Bradley escalates. We'll have a live report.
Also tonight, the California oil spill reaches the shore.
And in sports, don't count on spring training to start on time.
Details on those stories and more.
One of the planet's most expensive cities, yet also a city which worships ancient values and traditions. Capital of a land of...
By working together, News 25 has earned the title of Illinois' best downstate newscast by the Associated Press. News 25 Today, Live at 5, News 25 and News 25 Nightside. 4 #1 reasons why WEEK is Central Illinois' news channel. More viewers switch to News 25 every night at 10 than to any other local newscast. In fact, nearly more viewers switch to News 25 than the other 2 local newscasts combined. Thank you, Central Illinois, for continuing to make the right switch to the same news you've kept #1 for 14 years running. Another reason why News 25 is your choice for news at 6:30 a.m., 5, 6, and 10. And why WEEK is Central Illinois' news channel. Weeknights at 6:30 on WEEK.
Mother's love runs unconditionally. You just can't. You can't give up hope.
Sally Jesse Raphael, weekday mornings at 9 on WEEK.
I'm Mike Dimmick, saluting the valedictorians of Central Illinois high schools. From IVC High School, Dayla Cutler, Jennifer Welch, Tina Pomazal, Darren Conklin, and Amanda Eubanks.
Congratulations to the area's class acts from Monocle's Pizza and WEEK, Central Illinois' news channel.
Good afternoon. I'm Anna Werner. Live at 5 is coming up in about 15 minutes, and we'll tell you about 2 Supreme Court decisions which could change the course of thousands of lives of women and the terminally ill here in Central Illinois and around the country. Those decisions on abortion and the terminally ill's right to refuse medical treatment. Also, Caterpillar stocks dropped on projected lower earnings. We'll have an analysis from our analyst, Ted Dahl, coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. See you then.
Are there any housewives here who want to be showgirls?
Next, Donahue, what's it really like to be a Las Vegas showgirl?
Oh, I love it.
The glitter, the glamour, the children. The children.
I take them to school, I take them out, I'm there for dinner.
How do you deal with one of your kids coming home from school and saying, Mommy, my friend's making fun of me because you do this for a living?
You saw your mom doing this for a living and you said, hey, this is fun and my mother's beautiful and I am too and I'm going to do it?
Las Vegas showgirls. Next, Donahue.
Donahue, weekdays at 4 on WEEK.
Wind chills in the mid-teens in the morning. Details Nightside.
News 25 works around the clock to get you the news you need when you need it.
In our overnight file, authorities say the
With 4 separate news staffs producing 4 different newscasts daily, nobody else comes close.
This is NBC 19 News. Good evening. News 25 has learned that Bradley
News 25 works all day, all night.
News 25 first reported.
News 25's around-the-clock newsroom, because news happens 24 hours a day. The main reason why WEEK is Central Illinois' news channel.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 is coming up in about 20 minutes. Not in my backyard. The syndrome all over again for residents of Fairview. We'll tell you why the proposed landfill is drawing some fire there. The president wants Democrats to toe his deficit line. Why Mr. Bush is angry coming up. And one of the best eggplants you've seen in a long time. It's on the good earth. We'll have more on that, plus an update on Hurricane Bertha and all the rest of the day's weather. Tonight at 5.
Savings and loan debacle. That story tonight.
I'm Donna Riggenbach with Coldwell Banker Oaten Griffin Realtors, inviting you to watch Real Estate Today right here on WEEK-TV.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 coming up in about 15 minutes. We'll have an exclusive report from News 25's Tom McIntyre in Saudi Arabia. He'll give us an idea of how Central Illinois troops are faring overseas. And a special focus on women and addiction, Central Illinois' response to a growing problem. That and more coming up at 5.
This doesn't live on Madison as Street as he claims, but in a home outside his district. So far, Rochford has been unable to get copies of Saltzman's utility bills. More news as it happens on Central Illinois' #1 news channel.
Will Central Illinois look like this after the big one hits? I'm Mike Dimmick. One man says there's a 50-50 chance that an earthquake will shake Illinois on December 3rd. Most in the scientific community don't believe that. But many of you are still preparing for the worst. I'll talk to the people preparing, predicting, and potentially profiting from the speculation of a disaster. All shook up, starting Sunday on News 25 Nightside on Central Illinois' news channel.
It's the family event of the year, the Kids Nowadays Festival. Meet Bugs Bunny. See the Looney Tunes review show live on stage. Kids, bring a VHS tape and make a video with a News 25 acre on the KidCast set. Free admission, free parking. The Kids Nowadays Festival. Don't miss it.
Next time on Cheers, meet Diane, the dancing fool.
I've been studying ballet.
But her teacher doubts she has what it takes to make the grade.
Poor, terrible.
Oh, okay, Fraser, you're elected. Try to break it to her gently, okay?
Knock him dead.
Thank you.
Will somebody please stop that woman before she really puts her foot in her mouth?
I have a dream. To be a dancer.
Break a leg next time on Cheers.
It's Diane Chambers Week on Cheers, Friday at 6:30.
Good evening, I'm Mike Dimmick. Here are some of the stories we're working on for Live at 5. Is Saddam Hussein ready to talk peace? One report says he is. That would be good news for Central Illinois reservists who just arrived in the Mideast. We'll hear from some of the local reservists at 5, plus have all the rest of the day's news coming up on Live at 5 right after Donnie.
Gary Moore, Kelly Morgan, Denise Heilman, and me, Mr. Food. Weekday mornings on News 25 Today. You're going to say again and again, ooh, it's so good.
This News 25 around-the-clock newsroom update is brought to you by Christian Brothers Western Stores.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 is coming up in about 20 minutes. Mass murderer Richard Speck has died. We'll have Central Illinois gets a glimpse of the new floating casino heading this way. And an Iowa community is glowing with prosperity after 6 months of riverboat gambling. Live at 5, isn't it?
Good morning. It's 6:30, and this is Central Illinois' #1 news channel, News 25. With Gary Moore and Denise Heilman. Now, News 25 Today.
Police say a murder case is solved. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 25 Today on a Thursday. I'm Gary Moore.
They desperately needed someone to talk to. Next, Sally.
This News 25 around-the-clock newsroom update is brought to you by Twin Towers Place, downtown Peoria.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom McIntyre. Hampton Inn officials are at this hour telling reporters about their plans to build a hotel down by the riverboat landing in East Peoria. Meanwhile, the Paradise, the East Peoria boat, is in New Orleans, celebrating the start of the riverboat gambling in that state. We'll have more news on Live at 5 and News 25 at 6.
At the top of the hour, when other stations give you commercials, we give you news. Up to 25 news breaks daily. That's why News 25 is Central Illinois' news channel.
This News 25 around-the-clock newsroom update is brought to you by Twin Towers Place, downtown Peoria.
Good afternoon, everybody. Live at 5 is coming up in about 20 minutes. We'll give you a sneak preview of the Paradise, Central Illinois' new riverboat casino. It's docked in New Orleans, and we'll show you what it looks like outside and inside. And we'll tell you why an Iowa community is glowing with prosperity 6 months after opening their riverboats. Live at 5 coming up.
Hi, I'm David Robinson, Naval Academy graduate and NBA Rookie of the Year. If you're thinking about college, but your high school grades aren't all they could have been, the Navy's broadened opportunity for Officer Selection and Training Program, BOOST, can help you qualify for a 4-year scholarship or even an appointment to the Naval Academy. BOOST. Find out more from your local Navy recruiter. Remember, it's your Navy.
The main thing I think of is stability, and, you know, number one in the television market in the Peoria or Central Illinois area. And that's why we choose to spend the bulk of our advertising TV dollars with Channel 25.
This News 25 around-the-clock newsroom update is brought to you by Honda World. We keep it simple.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 is coming up in about 20 minutes, and it has been hotter outside than you might expect. Many fires around Central Illinois, the biggest at the Pontiac Correctional Center. We'll tell you about that at 5. Also, there's been an election today in Central Illinois, voting a new congressman in the 15th Congressional District. Those stories, plus today's sports and weather, coming up after Donahue.
I'm Mark Stolkin of Century Chevrolet Geo and Century Nissan Hyundai in Bloomington Normal. And now is a terrific time to make your best deal on a brand new car, truck, or van. And with every new car equipped with an FM radio, you get a special bonus. Your radio will be preset to 102.3 FM so you can listen to Mike Dimmick and Anna Werner on Live at 5 on WTAZ. Hurry in and make your best deal and listen in your new Chevrolet on WTAZ.
United Press International has again awarded News 25 its highest honor, Best Newscast in Downstate Illinois. News 25 has also been awarded Best Documentary for Tom McIntyre's journal News 25 in Saudi Arabia, and Best Sports Videography for the Rivermen's winning streak. We're proud of these honors, and we'll continue to work harder in the future to serve you better. That's why News 25 is Central Illinois' news channel.
On the next Cheers,
being in charge is not a popularity contest.
when good old Normie becomes the big bad boss.
I wish I could hire somebody else to be this damn tough guy.
It's no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Hey, any more lip out of you and I'll rip your face off and stick up your lunch bucket.
Wow, has everybody's favorite softie
kind of fun.
gone over the edge?
Time has come to reject your darkest. Well, thank you, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
On the next Cheers.
Cheers, Tuesday night at 6:30 on WEEK. innovative, state-of-the-art news facility designed to grow and adapt to the needs of McLean County. News 25's Bloomington Normal Bureau at Eastland Mall.
Whenever you see the News 25 time and temperature on screen, remember News 25's around-the-clock newsroom is working to bring you the most complete, up-to-the-minute local news report.
News 25's 4 news teams constantly work, producing 4 complete local newscasts, up to 25 news breaks daily, more than twice the local news of other television sources.
News 25 leads with the largest and most experienced news team in Central Illinois.
Thank you for choosing the #1 source for local information, Central Illinois' news channel, News 25. Kelly Morgan started her career at News 25 in the early 80s. Now in the early 90s, Kelly returns to Central Illinois, bringing her knowledge and experience to News 25 today. The most complete news, weather, and information first thing in the morning. News 25 today. That's why News 25 is Central Illinois' news channel.
When people need to talk, they turn to Sally Jesse Raphael, the talk show host who listens.
Sally Jesse Raphael, weekdays at 9 on WEEK. At the top of the hour, when other stations give you commercials, we give you news. Up to 25 news breaks daily. That's why News 25 is Central Illinois' news channel.
The people make this show. You just feel it. And there are moments on the show when I get goosebumps. I love that. I love that.
The Oprah Winfrey Show, weekdays at 3.
Cheers. Weeknights at 6:30 on WEEK.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom McIntyre. Here's some of the stories we're following in the round-the-clock newsroom. The federal government's giving $300,000 to Woodford County to repair the Richland Creek Bridge that collapsed, killing a man last year. And Bridget Jones has been found guilty down in Springfield for defrauding the government. Those stories and more tonight.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 is coming up next. A traffic disaster in Tennessee. 12 people have died. We'll have more on that story coming up at 5. And how Illinois is working to hold down the number of traffic accidents here. Plus an exclusive report from Fraser Engerman on new low-cost housing for Peoria. All of that and the weather and sports at 5.
Relive the excitement of the 1990 East Peoria Festival of Lights Parade. Order a VHS copy of the parade today. It makes a perfect holiday gift. Just send a check or money order for $19.95 to WEEK TV, 2907 Springfield Road, East Peoria, 61611. The 1990 East Peoria Festival of Lights Parade. Get your own videotape copy to enjoy in the comfort of your own home. Send $19.95 to WEEK TV, 2907 Springfield Road, East Peoria, 61611. Do it today.
I'm Dick Hernan. Lincoln Office is proud to be a company that cares.
Donahue, weekdays at 4 on WEEK.
What brought you to this place?
The plus side was more than I dreamed.
Are you there, caller? Hi.
Donahue, weekdays at 4 on WEEK.
Nearly 20 million Americans can't read a newspaper or a phone book or even a job application. Every American can grow up to read if we make sure our kids learn that reading really counts. It's up to us to start them young, start them right, start them reading. A message from the American Bible Society.
It's WEEK's Kids Nowadays Festival. Enjoy games, rides, an appearance by an NBC star and the Pink Panther. April 24th in Normal and May 1st in Peoria. It's one big day for the whole family. Sponsored in part by McDonald's, Ford Superstore, Schnucks, and the Children's Hospital of Illinois. Don't miss it. Meet Jason Marsden from Almost Home at the Kids Nowadays Festival in Normal.
Happy anniversary from all of us on Seinfeld.
Tonight on News 25 Nightside, you've seen their faces on the news. Children living in filth, babies born addicted to drugs, the youngest victims of abuse. What happens to them after the cameras leave?
The problems faced by these children grow more serious every day.
Can they get a second chance at childhood?
They've given us much more than we've given them.
Second Chance Children, tonight on News 25 Nightside, from Central Illinois News Channel.
Central Illinois News Channel, News 25. Central Illinois News Channel, News 25.
I just can't die with us enemies.
Oh, don't have a beautiful moment now.
Can anything dampen this friendship?
I think they're here to put out the fire.
Tomorrow following News 25 at 6.
We're off to Scotland in August. Join me, my wife Mary, and Alexander Travel at the Metro Center's Town Hall Sunday, May 22nd, 1:30 for an informative meeting on our exciting 12-day tour of Scotland.
Central Illinois News Channel, WEEK TV 25.
Knox County investigators try to piece together a mysterious puzzle.
Live at 5 with Mike Dimmick, Trezana Halstead, and Lee Ranson's weather. From News 25, this is Live at 5.
Good evening. The discovery of an elderly woman's body in East Galesburg yesterday has many people asking questions, like how did the body get there?
Over 6,500 Central Illinois people have decided to make healthy lifestyle changes by participating in the Take Heart program. Many of you suggested it would be helpful if restaurants offered heart-healthy selections on their menus, which is why St. Francis Medical Center and area restaurants have teamed up to provide heart-healthy choices when you eat out. For more information on the Take Heart restaurants or to enroll in the Take Heart program, call 655-7777. Take Heart, changing the way you live or life.
Eagle Eye, only on News 25. What kind of world will they inherit? Will it be one of uncertainty or one of promise? At News 25 and NBC News, we're digging deeper to give you no-nonsense news and the answers you depend on. That's why more people in Central Illinois turn to News 25 and NBC News. And that's why you should too. NBC News and News 25, now more than ever.
These children say their father abused them,
I just want him out of my life.
so their mother put them in hiding.
My responsibility was to protect my kid.
But the courts say if the kids don't visit their father,
I don't want to visit him because I am scared of him because of things he's done to me.
their mother may be thrown in jail.
The kids are breaking the law.
Are these children denying their father his rights, or are they protecting themselves? On the next Maury Povich Show.
Today at 3 on WEEK TV 25.
This man claimed a $21 million reward. How'd he do it? Next, Oprah.
I'm Judy Gentry, and I'm proud to work for a company that cares.
This News 25 update is brought to you by the Metro Center, the best shopping in town.
Good afternoon. Live at 5 is coming up in about 15 minutes. A mystery in Galesburg this evening where a body was found and authorities don't know a whole lot else. We'll tell you about that. Also tell you why crime is going down around the country, but it might not be good news. Those stories and more coming up after Oprah.
Tonight on News 25 at 6, there are 15,000 American troops, including 75 from a Central Illinois unit in Bosnia, and 2 Central Illinois journalists.
The entire operation only takes about 10 minutes here on the ground in Bosnia.
The men know that there are risks involved, but they have a mission to do.
We'll take you to places no other local television news has dared.
We'll have exclusive on-the-scene reports.
Join us as News 25 takes you to Bosnia.
A special report tonight on News 25 at 6.
Season's greetings from all of us at WEEK TV 25.
This News 25 update brought to you by KBL Design Center.
I'm Fraser Ringerman. Here are Saturday's winning lottery numbers. Midday pick 3, 286. Pick 4, 9261. Evening pick 3, 119. Pick 4, 7240. Lotto drawing 13, 38, 4, 1734.
A whole community, a whole group of people to raise a child. It's people that have always taken time for me. One coach picked up from another coach. One teacher picked up from another teacher. It was like a relay. I am the result, the composition of all of these people and all of their influence. If there wouldn't have been somebody to just take the next step with me, then you don't know where to go. You turn left or right, or you wander around aimlessly. I mean, you want to be respected as an adult. I think we got to give the respect back to the kids.
From Children's Hospital of Illinois and WEEK TV 25.
I'm Kelly Morgan, inviting you to join me at WEEK TV's Women's Lifestyle Show at the Peoria Civic Center Friday evening and Saturday, January 24th and 25th. There will be many seminars, exhibits, including the Kroger demonstration stage with great ideas to make your life easier. And don't miss the fantastic bridal shows on Saturday and many exhibitors to help plan your special day. January 24th and 25th, Peoria Civic Center.
Presented by Caterpillar, Light Rock 107, Coke, and Joy Miller & Associates.
The faces you see every night. The people you trust to bring you the night side of Central Illinois. The ones you turn to for the latest local news.
State officials are reportedly close to an agreement.
World news.
Keeping a close eye on Iraq.
Special reports.
An Illinois appeals court has approved.
Weather.
We're going to enjoy clear skies.
And sports.
Telling 25 Sports Today that Griffin.
The faces you know, the people you trust. They're on News 25 Nightside from Central Illinois News Channel.
I'm Jim Maloof. St. Jude offers hope for children with cancer.
In 1981, 2 students died in separate traffic accidents. What they shared in common was a hockey coach who cared. Robert Anastas knew that drinking and driving was a leading cause of death among teens, and that more could be done. So in 1981, his students would be the first chapter of Students Against Drunk Driving. Today, our Students Against Drunk Driving are helping others choose life. I'm Dr. Rick Miller, Director of Emergency Medical Services at OSF St. Francis Medical Center, the company that cares.
The riding is wild and the fun never ends at the Peoria Civic Center January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's the Sam Lehman's Dodge World's Toughest Rodeo. This is PRCA World Championship competition with intense action and plenty of hookups, hang-ups, and slams. On Sunday, all kids get free cowboy hats and half-price admission compliments of WEEK TV 25, B104, and Taco Bell. Reserve your tickets now at the Civic Center or any Ticketmaster outlet. Mamas, let your kids be cowboys and cowgirls. Bring them to the Civic Center. It's Wild Western family fun.
Tonight on News 25 Nightside at 10.
Don't let anyone do this.
Wait till you see Mac and Mike doing stand-up comedy.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show.
They'll give it their best shot.
We were looking for some kind of routines, you know, the Abbott and Costello, Martin Lewis, Sacco and Benzetti.
And get helpful advice.
I wouldn't give up your night job.
They're working for a living.
This is the most public of my many humiliations.
It's part of the ultimate night of must-see TV. Tonight on News 25 Nightside at 10.
OSF St. Francis is proud to be a company that cares.